Chapter 2. Home is departing to the new home. Many years passed in Equestria. All the little ponies were doing what they do. They had a small party in the Golden Oak Library tree. Twilight was a princess after she learned about friendship. Over the years, when she first met her friends, Rabbity. Oh, hello. Hello, Twilight. Rainbow Dash. Hello. Pinkie Pie. Hello. Fluttershy. Hello. And Applejack. Auntie. With the friend Spike the baby dragon. Hello. And the little fillies. Applebone, Sweetabelle and Scootaloo, who have no cutie marks. They stopped Nightmare Moon. Think you can defeat me? Well, the true friendship can. What? Feed Princess Celestine brought back Princess Luna. Twilight helped Applejack with the Applebuck season. I can't do it without a hoof. Oh dear. Habits do get annoying. They were invited to Canterlot for a ball for all ponies and a wedding. Her BFFE, short for Big Brother Best Friend Forever, and her sitter, Princess Cadence. When she and her say a jig like this. Sunshine, sunshine, ladybirds, awake, clap your hooves and do a little shake. They still do it. Not this, when she was born alive. But there was one thing she wanted to learn, and that was Australia. I wish we could live in Australia, she said. Hey, the pony, said Applebloom. Twilight, saying a wish just reminded me of something. In this workshop door, I made up a plan. From a person we haven't known. I'll get it. Oops! Here we go, salting and crashing, said Spike. Oops! What he said, said Scootaloo and Sweetabelle. Oh! Ouch! The ponies wondered what the other little ones are doing, so they decided to see. That shop is for me only, Twilight said to Apple Bloom. Where is it? Ooh! What the? Oh, bother. What a mess. Yesterday's study papers Twilight just did. Mind where you're going? Oh dear. Everyone's work needs to be cleaned up. I can't see. Ah. No wonder. I found a television set. Let's bring it up. No, leave it. It's too heavy. I think we better see what they're all about, said Applejack. The partners gathered in the workshop. And gasped. Never in all their lives they have never seen what their country would never have. We got it from Percy. He found it in a tip shop. Market tip shop, guys. Yeah, this is a 1950s television set. Oh, that's nice. A television set. We thought we could change it into something. We can communicate with this man, or make it into a transporter. Plus, here's this letter. Here's this letter from him. His name is Captain Cook. He's known as the model writer. Twilight had a read of the letter and was pleased. Dear partners, a new Twilight Sparkle. I've had a look at your DVD and was beginning to think up a YouTube series, which is Australian made. As you wished to come to Tasman Soda, I'd like you to come and live in it. I'm sure you like to learn about my country. You may know that Appleboom and the friends with Spike have given you this television set so you can make it into a transporter. Spike may stick with you, so the baby Perners will go first to meet you there. But first, inform Princess Celeste, Cadence Loon, and Prince Shining Armor you're moving. Your new friend, Captain Crook. Well, I say we better inform them, then, said Twilight. Wait a spotty minute here, said Rainbow Dash. If the baby Perners leave first before us, how can we travel? By train, said Twilight. Hey, there's a P.S., said Spike. P.S. There's a task you and your friends must do, and it's to be put in the diary books to make. You remember, your task is to find the bag of Dr. Baron Beeching's. His secret is hidden in the bag in the top room of the old manor. Find it and tell it to Percy, me and all of us on Tasman's Sodor, and we'll celebrate 3,000 years of Percy's series. Your promise ceremony will be given to you by me, and to sprinkle water on your heads as I give you it. Good luck. The letter ended and some small song giving them good luck sounded. No, the Perners, feeling excited, decided to get ready. Twilight suddenly felt worried sick. I've never been to a Beeching manor before. I've read about when Baron was hired by mistake. Nobody knew, but she sobbed. I met an engine, and he told me he is dead after his death of being scrapped. Applejack came up to Twilight, rubbing her nose on her face. It's what that poor life was like, Twilight, she said. If you think that history's bad, don't accept it after when you read the real histories. Thanks, Applejack. I've got my list, said Spike. Now let me plan this trip to where we're moving to, live in. We're to stick together because the Earth world is different, and we have to learn new routes. But there's this we have to avoid. There's a man Captain Crook told us about. He's called the Liberal Prime Minister, and his name is Tony Abbott. After he explained a but after explaining to me about him, we have a problem. That has hit us. Tony is in charge of what can be planned. He might suspect this affair, but the good news is he doesn't know about it. The bad news is there's a narrow gauge railway called the Dunkinfish Railway. It's needing a new controller. Duncan's been one for years, so Twilight. Seeing as you're a Princess Pony, an Archon, you're to be elected within 2 weeks after he retired. Lastly, on this plan list, said Spike in a low voice, we have to learn about law. We have to follow it like people do. Great planning, Spike, thanks. No time for a party then. I wouldn't like to have it in a beaching manner. Certainly not, said Rabbit. I don't like abandoned house buildings. I'm not scared, said Rainbow Dash. Hang on, you haven't told us where you're staying, Twilight said to Applebloom. Oh, I nearly forgot to mention. Tuller, there's an old black engine named Wee George Ward. We're staying there and visiting him when we're finished there. We'll meet you in the Greendale village. Come on, let's visit where you used to live. Lead the way then, said Twilight. I don't like visiting a beaching manor. It's scary. Oh. Hey, get a grip on yourself, Fluttershy. Maybe this will help. Feel a bit better. Yeah. They went up to the castle country lot on Lord Percy, who was taking them to Tasman Soda. Cadence was waiting on the platform. Hello, she said. Let's meet in Percy's display room. They all did. End of chapter 2. Chapter 3 continued. All the partners met in Percy's display room. Twilight said about what they were doing. We're to learn about Australia, something new we haven't learned about for years. What's this? Said Percy, noticing some folded objects on Twilight's backside. Percy, don't peek on what I have. Sorry, carry on. Twilight only told Percy she didn't want to tell him because we know what she said when she told him the truth. But we're to visit a manor first. All the ponies turned their eyes on Percy. Why are you looking at me? We want to know if you went through London. You mean the other railway? Oh yes, I went through it to get to Tasman's Soda, but I was avoiding some engines I don't know. Non-guilty engines aren't to visit places when engines go in a mindless way. Don't take any notice. Can you tell us where Dr. Baron Beeching's manor is? Asked Twilight. A little one. My little one has learnt about his house. It's been empty for years, said Princess Celestia. I visited it when I was Nightmare Moon, said Princess Luna. Oh, it hurts, the truth I tell my sister. When Twilight and her friends brought me back. Never mind, that's done with, said Celestia, comforting her. It's not only that wrong time. I did soul work helping good souls and sorting bad ones. Me and Cadence visited that manor when it was a museum once, said Shining Armor, until it was abandoned, said Cadence. Percy considered this for a moment, then said, I know where it is. It's near Celestia. You read to Twilight and her friends. The Blue Bell Railway. I visited it and was wanting to take it down, but I couldn't. Now we're visiting it again. I can take it down after you find the bag of bourbons. May I butt in? Said Applebloom. We want to warn you too that we visited an orphanage in Twinkle Drive where the Lumports live. We learned that it was a fine place but not with wrong people who used to be right. Spike said too. I called Mr. Lumport a bonehead because we noticed his skin looked almost pale. The ponies looked at them. Are you being disrespectful? said Twilight. You know you can't name call. We were right to be disrespectful to the Lumpots, Twilight, because we noticed the place is not restored properly. Spike cut across Twilight, and we visited Jack, who was their prisoner. That's why I called him that rude name. Oh, said Twilight, understanding. Spike explained. The Lumpots were a criminal lot. Anyway, we'd best get ready. And goodbye, Celestia, Luna. Even you, Cadence in shining armor. We'll visit when we have what comes to us. Good luck living in Tasman's Sodor. Let us leave first, said Appleboom. Where's our transporter? I'll get it, sweet. Thanks, Twilight. Good luck, every pony. This is what every grown-up pony must do. Ooh, ho, ho. Appleboom, Scootaloo, and Sweetabelle vanished into the television, and Spike and the little ponies boarded Percy. Twilight came up to Percy. Why did you want to look at what I've got on my backside, Percy? I just wanted to see what new layout of skin is like, Twilight. Can't you tell me then? When a time comes for me to tell you. Yes, come on. Twilight boarded Percy's cab. Percy steamed out of his display room, out of the yard. He stopped halfway out of Canterlot, saying a word. He requested to observe a saddle tank engine with the spats for every pony to become our old maker's friend. Show respect to the Reverend Wilbert Audrey, who made the books of me, Thomas, and all our friends. The books shall be given to every pony who likes to read them. Percy, said Twilight, Spike and their friends. Enough with what kind of message you're giving to our country. We've got a task to do. It's my message saying your country's to learn about us engines. In the books, and respect for the Reverend Wilbert Audrey, girls, and accepting it, your other kinds. Personally spent saw Cadence, Celestial Luna, and Shining Armor looking out for them, leaving. They accepted Percy's message. We thank you, Percy. The message will be shared. Off you go. Percy whistled as he steamed out of Canterlot and out of Equestria. His whistle filled the pony country. Soon every pony began to know Percy has known how to be respectful to Equestria. Percy, the ponies, and the baby dragon steamed through the cloud into the sky. 1 minute they were in the gap hole, the next they vanished. End of chapter 3.